Hey Embers, welcome back to the channel and welcome to part 3 of my Mystery Case Files Huntsville playthrough. There is a playlist for this playthrough if you'd like to check the previous 2 parts out, but let's get started with Case 9, Spaced Out. UFO sightings and alien visitations have become alarmingly commonplace in Huntsville, say its frightened residents. Huntsville police suspect a cruel hoax, but are unable to convince its gullible citizens. Search for clues in the pawn shop, toy store, fire station and other locations, and then use the singular divining power of the crime computer to reveal the identity of the charlatan extraterrestrial. And we have 20 minutes, I was going to say 30, we have 20 minutes to complete this one. So this is, of course, a hidden objects game, if you didn't know. Let's get started. So we have 39 objects to find. We're going to head to Greg's Toyland, where we need a metal boat, a spinning top, a green boot, 5 stamps, 2 gas pumps, a scale, 3 rocket ships, and a girl with a green sweater. So that is the first gas pump there. And the second. If you can hear any background noise, that is my bunny rabbit. She is currently drinking her water. And she makes a lot of noise because she doesn't understand the concept of recording. So please bear with her. So we're getting through these fairly quickly, I would say. We need a metal boat, a spinning top, 1 stamp, a scale, and 3 rocket ships. Now, some of the rocket ships do not look like rocket ships to me, but never mind. What do I know, eh? She's really having a go on that water. I do apologise if you can hear that. So, I hope you are enjoying this series. Hopefully you are playing along. It's not the most interesting series to watch, I will be honest, I understand that. But I really enjoy the Mystery Case Files games, and we will be playing some more of them in the future, so I thought I would start at the beginning. Whereas I do think the Ravenhurst series, for example, is better. Now, you will have seen my mouse flicker there. I have mentioned this in the previous 2 episodes. I promise you I'm not cheating. If I was cheating, this would be going a lot quicker. But where my recording software is on the computer, it covers up a little bit of the top right-hand corner. So I have to move it every once in a while. So that's why you might see a mouse jitter. But I promise there's no cheating here. So we're literally just looking for 1 rocket ship. And I swear that is a helicopter, so that is why I didn't click that. But with that, we are done at Greg's Toyland. So we are now going to move on. Where are we going to move to? To the fire station, which I'm not the greatest at. But here we need 3 hearts, a hair pick, a beetle, 2 picks, 2 dragons, a drum, a grapefruit, and 3 wrenches. And like I say, hopefully you are playing along at home. I can see, what can I see as I'm editing this? I can see the grapefruit. I can see one of the drums. Oh, it only needs a drum, so I can see the drum. I find this quite fun because, like I say, for this series, I play the game, record myself playing the game, and then I narrate it afterward. So seeing some of my mistakes is hilarious. Also a little bit embarrassing. So like I say, I do struggle with the fire station for some reason. And again, the little pauses are me just moving my editing software so I can see behind it. There has to be an easier way, but I haven't found it yet. So we're still looking for 1 heart, 2 picks, a drum, a grapefruit, and 2 wrenches. Now 1 wrench. I can also see the heart. And there's the grapefruit. Oh, I can also see one of the picks. I think I may have been having a bit of trouble with the idea of 2 picks because, of course, I would call that a pickaxe. And there is the last wrench. So 1 heart and 2 picks. Like I say, I can only see one at the moment. But again, I think I was struggling because I didn't know what a pick was, but I do know what a pickaxe is. So moving on to Pete's pawn shop for now, we need a bug, 5 magnets, 4 aces, 2 carrots, a screw, a fly swatter, 2 hammers and a croquet mallet. So let's get started. And I do like hidden objects games, but I'm not sure I'm great at them. You'll have to let me know if you like hidden objects games. I feel like there was such a boom of them in sort of the late 90s, early noughties, but we don't see too many hidden objects games anymore, I don't think. I feel like the demand for them has slowly dwindled. Mystery Case Files is still making games, Big Fish games. I think the Nancy Drew games are still going. Yes, they are. The Professor Layton games are probably still going, but that is all I can think of off the top of my head. So you'll have to let me know if there's any more popular hidden objects franchises that are still going. So with that, we still have 2 magnets, 1 carrot, a fly swatter and 1 hammer. I can see one of the magnets now. There's the fly swatter. I can see both magnets. There we go. So we are just looking for 1 hammer. And again, that is me just moving my editing software, which is why my mouse has disappeared from the screen. But we have 14 minutes left. We started with 20, so we're not doing too badly. And again, still looking for that hammer. And we got it. So let's move on. And we are now going to move to the Captain's Inn, where we need a rooster, 2 satins, gears, a plunger, a television, a queen of diamonds, a snake and 3 clubs. So this is an area I'm a little more familiar with. So it seems to be going a lot quicker, although I slowed down as I said that, typical. But we are looking for a rooster, 1 satin, a television, the queen of diamonds and 2 clubs. And yes, I did just point out a rabbit to you there. Every game we play on this channel do I point out the rabbits, but I have to. I love them, they're my favourite animals, and I've got one of my own. So you're probably bored of me pointing out rabbits in video games, but there is one just under the Captain's Inn sign. And if I'd have looked a bit further down instead of focusing on the rabbit, I might have found that satin earlier. So still looking for a rooster, a television. We've just found the television, a queen of diamonds and 2 clubs. So I can see the rooster, but I can't see the queen of diamonds or 2 clubs as we're talking. So hopefully you've found them if you're playing along. So there is the queen of diamonds. Again, I can see the rooster, but I can't see the 2 clubs right now. Ah, I can see a club. That's what's quite funny about this game. So a club can be a few things, can it? And I think I'm looking for a club as in a playing card club. But there is actually a club on the screen that is not a playing card. So I think that is probably what I was struggling with. That doesn't excuse not finding the rooster though. I think that's fairly easy to see. But with that, we are going to leave and go to Al's Music Emporium, where we need 2 fiddlers, a harmonica, a rose, a bottle opener, a yellow pencil, a yellow necklace, 2 gold paper clips, and 4 spiders. Don't know why my brain read that as acid. 2 gold paper clips. and 4 spiders. So there's quite a lot here. I think, but don't quote me, this might be our first time in Al's Music Emporium during this series. And like I say, this is only a short series, only 4 parts. So hopefully you enjoy it. We have 10.5 minutes left. Like I say, we started with 20. And we need to find 9 items. Couldn't speak then. We need to find 9 items. Why is that such a hard thing to say? 9 items. Well, it's now 8. So we have around 10 minutes left. So we're halfway through. And again, it is my first time in this one for this playthrough, I think, so I was finding it a little bit difficult looking for things. So you'll have to let me know if you have found anything as we're playing along. I feel like these kind of games would be nice for sort of live streaming. A consideration for the future, perhaps. Again, still looking around. I feel like we've been in this room quite a while, to be fair. So we'll just have to wait and see. Again, looking for a bottle opener, 2 gold paper clips and 1 spider. Well, we just found one of the gold paper clips, so that's good. And there's the spider. So we're looking for 5 more items to solve this crime. There is a very loud noise at the moment. My bunny rabbit is chewing her hanging stick, and as you can imagine, that makes a lot of sound, so I do apologise for that. So again, looking for 2 more things, but you do want to keep, if you can, quite a bit of time left, because the puzzle that you have to do at the end also is included in that time. So with that, we're going to leave and we're going to go back to the Captain's Inn, where we need a rooster and 2 clubs. Again, I can see a rooster and 1 of the clubs. I am not sure where the other club is. But this is kind of where it gets down to the wire, I suppose. And we finally found that rooster. Wonderful stuff. And we're really close to 1 of the clubs as well, but I just don't think it clocked in my head that it could be any kind of club rather than a card. So I have a feeling if we find 1 more item, we are going to go ahead and use our 3 hints, just for the sake of time. So we're going to stay in here and find the clubs. No, it looks like we're going to leave. So we're now headed back to the fire station, where we need 1 heart and 2 picks. Again, 1 of the picks at least is a pickaxe. Now they're both pickaxes and they're right next to each other. So I'm really glad I figured that out. So we need 3 more items. So we're going to go ahead and get a hint for the heart. And it was right there. And are we going back to the Captain's Inn or the Music Emporium? We are going back to the Captain's Inn. And there's one of the clubs, like I thought, the playing card type of club. But the other club is there. Now, unfortunately, we still need one more item, which I didn't realise. So back to Al's Music Emporium we go. We only have 5 minutes 39. But at the time of doing this, I don't think I realised I needed one more. So we've used all our hints, and we just have to try and find this last item on our own. So that was clearly my math skills gone wrong there, eh? But with that, we did manage to find the last item that we need. So again, I have put the puzzle section on ×2 speed, so I hope you're okay with that. Just to keep the episode moving along a little bit more smoothly, I have been doing these on ×2 speed. And I'm sure you can see sort of the basic gist of this. But we have a very fetching looking lady in the middle there. So we'll have to find out what her story is. But as you can see, clearly not an extraterrestrial. Huntsville must be one of the most unhinged places to live ever, judging by this. So it looks like she's playing with some toys in the toy shop. And we have just under 3 minutes to get this finished. I'm sure we will. And back to normal speed now. With that, she is busted. So let's see what it says. Congratulations, Agent Ember. You have caught Klaatu Barata Nico, or as she is known by us Earthlings, Doris Blevins, planning her next alien encounter. The only force field she'll be behind are the steel bars of cold hard justice. Spelt steel wrong there. Your dynamic detecting skills have earned you the new ranking of Private Eye. Oh, wonderful stuff. So with that, we had 2 minutes 41 left on that one. Let's go on to our next case, which is case 10, Not So Final Resting Place. A grave robber has been relieving Huntsville cemetery residents of their most precious valuables. Test your up-and-coming crime-solving abilities by unearthing more information in this dead serious matter. Scour the Huntsville cemetery and mausoleum, as well as other noted locations for clues. When you've found enough evidence, you can use the crime computer to identify the evil behind this sordid malfeasance. And we have 22 minutes to do this one. So here we go, on to case 10. And we are going to start in Alice's Diner, where we need a ruler, a red ball, a marble, a woman's profile, 2 pins, 2 bunches of grapes, a ladybug, and a crayon. So let's see how we get on in here. I've notoriously been bad in this location before, so hopefully we are getting better as time goes on. Again, my bunny rabbit has decided to play around with cardboard, so if you can hear that, I do apologise. There's the grapes. So we need 1 more bunch of grapes, 2 pins, and a crayon. So there's the bunch of grapes. And a pin could be anything really, so I am sort of clicking about, because I'm not entirely sure what they're going to classify as a pin. Obviously what I was clicking was a nail, but I don't know if they're going to say push pins, because the sort of things at the top there are held on by what you'd call push pins, so I don't know. Pins is a tricky one, because I can see lots of nails, but not necessarily any pins. That's a paper clip. I can see a safety pin, so that might have worked. I can see another paper clip, so that won't work. So there's one of them, which looked like a clothespin. And look, right where my mouse is, there's a safety pin right there. So hopefully I end up clicking that. Again, sorry about the noise. Hopefully, no, have I left? Hopefully I end up clicking that safety pin, because it's right there in the middle. And I think that's the one that it will want. But no, we did leave, and we're going to go to Hunt and Peck's Attorney at Law. I like this one. We need a telescope, 2 pairs of glasses, an eyeball, a toy dirigible, a grape basket, a female sculpture, 2 apples, and an 8-ball. So I feel like we should get through this location fairly quickly, because I'm quite confident with this one. As you can see, we are going through it quite quick. Hopefully nothing trips us up here. So just looking for the telescope. I feel like we did that location really quickly. It's just the telescope that is letting us down here at the moment. But we got it. So with that, that's everything in this location. And we're going to move swiftly on to Ivan's Cafe, where we need binoculars, a tennis ball, a wooden brush, a quill and ink, a toilet brush, a wood triangle, a pair of glasses and a trident. And again, I feel fairly confident in this area, so hopefully this shouldn't take too long. So again, it seems like we're finding stuff decently quickly, and every time I say that, I don't find anything, look. I jinx it. So again, hopefully you found quite a bit if you're playing along at home. We're looking for binoculars, a tennis ball, a wooden brush and a wood triangle. There's the wood triangle. There's the tennis ball. There's the binoculars, so just the wooden brush left. And there it is. So with that, we've finished this location as well. And we are going to be moving on to the mausoleum. This is the first time we are at the mausoleum in this playthrough. We need a gold lamp, a soda, a beer, 6 dominoes, drumsticks, 2 butterflies, a plate and a bow. So this might take a little bit longer because we haven't been here before in this playthrough. But it's a bit of an odd one that there's lots of Egyptian iconography here, yet it's called a mausoleum. Not accurate there. Egyptian stuff would have been more a tomb. But I don't think they're striving for historical accuracy in this game, to be honest with you. So we're looking for a soda, 4 dominoes, drumsticks and a plate. And like I say, this is not a location I know amazingly well. I can see the soda and the plate as I'm narrating this. So just the 4 dominoes and the drumsticks. Well, there's one of them. There's 2 of them. There's the drumsticks. So a soda, 2 dominoes and a plate. And again, as I'm narrating, I can see the soda and the plate. Plus, we wouldn't call it soda. I don't know what I'd call it, just a fizzy drink, I guess. And there it is. So just 1 domino left to find, and with that we have found it. So next up we are going to be moving to the Huntsville Cemetery. Again, this is our first time here in this playthrough, and we are looking for 2 skeletons, a pair of glasses, 4 hands, 2 headless eyes, a chess piece, a horseshoe, a violin and 2 bats. Now I believe this is where I had a glitch, actually experienced a glitch for the first time ever in this game, where I was clearly clicking a bat and the game just refused to register that I was clicking a bat. So it was a bit frustrating. As I say, I know that happens. I don't know if it happens here or a little bit later on in this location. We'll have to wait and see. But I know there was a point during this playthrough where I lost a lot of time clicking a bat that the game just refused to register. So as you can see, it has clicked that one fairly nicely. Apologies if you heard any traffic noise there. So we're looking for one hand, one headless eye, a horseshoe and one bat. So here I am again clicking the bat, that the game just refuses to register. So I can see the hand. I can't see the horseshoe though right now. Again, coming back to the bat, the game just won't have it. We do grab the horseshoe. And I'm just frantically clicking at this bat because I know this is what we need and I didn't want the game to, stop. So with that, we are going to move on to the reptile house where we need piano keys, a pipe, a lamp, a necklace, 3 spiders, a green spaceman, 3 soldier pears and a penguin. And I can't remember if we've been to the reptile house before in this playthrough. I'm just not sure. But we seem to be doing okay here. So we're looking for 1 spider and a penguin. Nope, just 1 spider now. And that's it, we've got him. So I think we did that one really quickly. So back to Alice's diner, where we need 1 pin. Again, I believe that it is the safety pin, but we'll have to see. I am clicking these, as you can tell. We end up getting a hint, and it is indeed the safety pin, which for some reason I can't see. So maybe I didn't register that it was there. But here I am frantically clicking again because the game won't register that I'm clicking. I just don't think I'm clicking in quite the right place. A lot of time is wasted here just on sort of misclicks and the game not registering that I'm clicking. But again, that is me clicking in the wrong place, to be fair, for this one. Unfortunately, I have to leave because the game won't register that I've clicked there. So there is the hand. Now look at the hint for the bat. Exactly where I've been clicking, and it just will not click at all. So it takes a little while, but eventually I managed to get it to click. And with that, we are moving on. So once again, this puzzle section is in ×3 speed. I think I said ×2 speed earlier. It's actually ×3 speed. And if you look on the grave, you'll see that symbol again. I'm sure the alien figure had that symbol. I think it was on her belt, actually, but I forgot to point it out. But everyone we've come across so far has had that skull symbol on them. Or in their vicinity somewhere, anyway. So this guy is, what is he doing? He's grave robbing. Oh, dear. I would say it's one of the worst crimes we've come across so far. However, there was that person making cats into clocks, so I'm not so sure. But with that, we are nearly finished, and he is busted. Exceptionally done, Agent Ember. You have uncovered the mysterious grave robber's identity. Yeah, who is it? Pawn Shop Pete's assistant... Oh, I thought it was Pawn Shop Pete. Assistant Lou has been selling unearthed personal effects at the shop for some time. Oh my goodness, there's something similar in Oblivion, funny enough. Thanks to you, Lou's digging days are done. Your superlative spying skills have earned you the new ranking of undercover agent. Superlative, I said superlative, didn't I? Superlative. And with that, we are moving on to our final case of this episode, which is Case 11, Confidence Man. Hapless Huntsville citizens have been hoodwinked by a sinister and pervasive pyramid scheme. See if you can identify the head honcho in this swindling scenario and put him behind bars. Search the toy store, pet store and other crime scenes for clues to the manipulative mastermind's whereabouts. When you have gathered enough evidence, use the deciphering deftness of the crime computer to unravel this mystery. And we have 24 minutes to do this one. So off we go. We are going to start at the Huntsville fire station, where we need a flaming eye, a clothes iron, a baseball, a water gun, a beetle, 2 flasks, buildings on fire and an ice cream scoop. And we need 47 items, now 46 to solve the crime. And again, 24 minutes, that's a fairly long time. So we should, fingers crossed, be okay. Like I've said in previous episodes, you can of course fail these if you run out of time. It will basically just make you do the whole crime again. The whole case again. So I feel like I'm doing better at the fire station this time. Still not great, but better. So I can see the ice cream scoop. And the baseball I can see as well. So the clothes iron, let's have a look. I can't see the clothes iron right now, no. Again, apologies for traffic noise. So look where my mouse is and where the ice cream scoop is. There we go. There's the baseball, so it's just the clothes iron to find. And again, I think I had a brain glitch and forgot for a second what a clothes iron actually looked like. Because I was looking for like a traditional iron. And I think it's a little bit older than that. No, it actually is kind of a modern iron-ish. So let's move on to the mausoleum, where we are looking for 6 dominoes, a hoe, a sun, a gold lamp, a fish, shears, 2 butterflies and a compass. And we're going through these fairly quickly. Flying through finding the dominoes, because I did remember where they were. Well, at least most of them. It looks like I'm missing 1 domino. So, looking for 1 domino, a hoe, sun, shears and a compass. There's the domino. I seem to be struggling with the rest though. So we'll see how we get on. Again, shears can sometimes be referred to as scissors in this game. So they ask for shears, but they actually want scissors. Again, that's odd to me because I would never call a pair of scissors shears, but there you go. So I can see a pair of scissors. I wonder if that's the ones that they want when they say shears. I'll have to wait and see. So I was going to say a sun shouldn't be too hard to find, and we just found it. And a compass can be a multitude of things. It can be a writing compass, can of course be a navigational compass. I believe in this case it's a navigational compass. But we are going to move on to the Captain's Inn. Nope, Greg's Toyland. And here we're looking for a pear, a pink rose, 3 heads with glasses, a dog on wheels, a chair, a bowler, a teapot and a mixer. So again, we're doing fairly well here. I need to stop saying that, because every time I say that, do I stop finding things? But just looking for a dog on wheels and a mixer now. There's the dog on wheels. So just a mixer left to find, which I can see as I'm doing the edit here. But it was taking my past self a little bit longer. But with that, we have found the mixer. We've found everything in this location, so let's move on. And we're going to go to Paul's Exotic Pets, where we need a mouse, a mask, horns, an ant farm, a caterpillar, 2 groups of chicks, 4 snakes and 4 bottles. And once again, I can't remember if this is our first time here. I believe it might be though. Then again, maybe not, because I feel like I've pointed out these bunnies before. Look, I'm circling them. There's a few bunnies, look. Quite a few. And I feel like I would have pointed that out before. So I'm assuming this isn't our first time at Paul's Exotic Pets. So a mouse, a mask, an ant farm and 3 bottles left. So there's the ant farm, one of the bottles. There's the mask, so we're just looking for a mouse and 2 bottles. So just 1 bottle to find. And I can't actually see it as I'm narrating this, so I'm not sure where it is. Ah, there it is. So with that, we have found everything in this location. And we are moving on to the Captain's Inn, where we need a fishing lure, a teddy bear, an elephant, a horseshoe, a pretzel, a ball of yarn, 2 spades and a millipede. And again, we should go through most of these fairly quickly in this location. I say that as there is absolutely 0 movement. Now here we go. I swear I just pointed out the bunny again as well. I can't be stopped. I need to be stopped, but I can't be stopped. So we're looking for a fishing lure, a pretzel and a ball of yarn. We just found the ball of yarn. And again, for a moment, I forgot what a fishing lure looked like. So we are searching around for it for a while, because I simply forgot what it looked like. But let's keep going. We have 15.5 minutes left on our clock. And we need to find 10 more items to solve this crime. I was clicking the hooks and everything else because I just forgot what it looked like. But there we go. I did find it in the end. So let's now go to the Science Museum, where we need a surfboard, a frog, a funnel, a corn dog, a ladybug, I'd call it a ladybird, 3 lanterns, a ball of yarn and a harmonica. So fingers crossed this doesn't take us too long. We still have 6 items left to find. And of course it wants a blooming frog. One of my worst enemies. Of course it does. Of course it does. But we have 6 items left to find. Well, that palaver, as you can see in the top right, is me again moving my editing software to see if there's anything underneath it. Ugh, and there's the filthy creature there. So we need a surfboard, a funnel, 1 lantern and a harmonica. We've got the harmonica. I can't imagine a surfboard's too hard to find. There's the lantern. There's the funnel, although in saying that I can't see the blooming surfboard. But it can't be that difficult, but I can't actually see it. At this stage we can use a hint. No, we did find the surfboard on our own. No, we didn't. We did get a hint. I've completely blanked out. We did get a hint. So going back to the mausoleum, where we need shears and a compass. So are we going to go ahead and use a hint? We are indeed. And look, yeah, I knew it. It's asking for scissors, which are not shears to me. They're scissors. Anyway, with that, we just have the puzzle left to go. Again, in ×2 speed. I hope you don't mind. And we had over 13 minutes to do this, so it should be fairly simple. But you will note what is on his suitcase. Again, that same symbol. So once again, I hope you don't mind these in ×2 speed. It's just to keep the episode running a little bit more smoothly, and so they're not too long, that's all. And I'm not as good at these, to be fair, as I think I should be. But with that, you, my sir, have been busted. Awesome apprehending, Agent Ember. You've busted hoodwink Harry, attempting to hightail it out of Huntsville. Town citizens can rest easy, knowing Harry's hornswoggling has halted. The emblem on his jacket looks oddly familiar. I thought it was on his suitcase, to be fair. It's on his jacket? I thought it was on his suitcase. Your clue-catching capacity awards you the new title of Sleuthhound. And with that, that will be the end of the episode. So thank you very much for watching. Please join me next time for part 4 and the finale of this series. But until then, bye Embers.